trusting nobody. Yeah. I said have faith in many, but put your trust in nobody. Have faith in many, put your faith in nobody. I done been around, halfway around the globe, probably still ain't met nobody that seem picture perfect. We all buy lies, depends on the purchase. You can't walk a mile in my shoes, cause I'm steady running like water can't break unless it's by a pregnant woman. So I had to earn life, road to the riches, wouldn't change it for the turnpike. I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7, gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all, I give. They don't love us, they just love it, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it, how we live, 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 and they don't love us, they just love us, how we live, how we live. 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 And they don't love her. They just love her. How we live. How we live.
I got next game. We got James Harden and that beard of his. Look, this guy's relentless. We know he's going to attack the basket all night long. So I'm going to make it my personal mission to keep that from happening. As long as we keep jumping those passing lanes, we can give them a run for their money. I know I'll be ready.
Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Rockets, and Houston is looking to play Texas big. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
Mitchell. Rockets with the rebound. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
They needed a few extra minutes to get the W in that game, but they got it just the same.
I like the way they handled themselves in that overtime period, Greg. They had a whole lot left in their game in that extra period.
And, guys, Patrick Beverly, a perfect fit for the Rockets alongside James Harden. You know, Beverly is in that complementary role as a 3 and D guy. And remember, also, even though he's the point guard, he doesn't need the ball to be effective. He's good at just spotting up for threes, and he's a hounding on-ball defender.
The Bucks making a switch here. Bayless is checked in. And Beverly plucked out of Europe by the Rockets. Clark, he signed a new contract this past offseason.
And a nice value for the Rockets, Kevin. I mean, he's a player whose impact on the game really transcends the stat sheet. That's often the case for those guys that are all defense caliber players.
Passes it to Harden. Puts it up from 15. Craig Monroe with the rebound.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Harden with it. He's coming off a 40-point game against San Antonio. Beasley the screen to the inside. Here's Howard. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
Here's Mitchell.
Move the ball. Stick it to
The shot is off. And it's Houston the other way. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. They grabbed their own miss.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Can't be sleeping, keep on waking without the woman.
Today on 2K TV postseason.
Our defense will be a little too much for them.
I'm just ready to win.
Losing's not an option.
You want to be on it.
So blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me.
We got James Harden and that beard of his. Look, this guy's relentless. We know he's going to attack the basket all night long. So I'm going to make it my I know I'll be ready.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
The Bucks making a switch here. Henson's checked in. So on the floor for Houston. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Howard is out there with Beasley. And it's Beverly in at the point. Now here's Freak. 8 points his last outing. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Mitchell's got his first basket of the night. The Rockets trail. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Mitchell. For the finish. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Here's Beverly after the basket by Milwaukee. To the paint, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
A long windup and a strong follow-through on that one-hand jam.
He's not going to mess that one up for sure.
Well, I sure hope not.
And continuing to expand his arsenal last season, Patrick Beverly, the guard for the Rockets. Career highs in assists and rebounds per game, and he's one of the smallest guys on the floor.
Yeah, and he's really working on the details of becoming a better playmaker, becoming a guy that has coaches trust him to handle the basketball in those crucial situations.
Plumlee is checked in for Milwaukee. And then for Houston, Capella's checked in, and it's Moniunas in for Michael Beasley. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
O.J. Mayo is checked in for Chris Middleton. And a switch here also for Houston. Goudlock is checked in.
You know, talking about Beverly, his wrist injury really changed things for the Rockets at the end of last season. Suddenly, 37-year-old Jason Terry had to take on big minutes at the point, and he was serviceable, but they missed Beverly's toughness on defense particularly.
And here's Freak after Trevor Ariza just hit the three. Mitchell's shot is good.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
Here's Goudlock. He's covered by Mitchell. Henson against Ariza to the middle. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
And going back to the one thing with Patrick Beverly, his shot could still be more consistent. Last year, he was down in shooting averages across the board, including just 38% from the field. It makes it very difficult on your offense when you have an inability to space the floor.
Mitchell. Moniunas grabs the miss.
And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Capella. He's guarded by Plumlee. Capella, the pass to Goudlock. 6 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Moniunas in the post. Working on Henson. That's good.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
And a wide open look for Freak. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game he's still It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He's checked in for Monroe. Jabari Parker comes in for John Henson. Jared Bayless is checked in for O.J. Mayo. And it's Mitchell in for Michael Carter-Williams. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Mitchell is out there with Jared Bayless. And it's Plumlee in at the 5. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pistons was a big factor. He finished with 8 points and did a good